the Detroit Free Press, it's Friday, December 18th. Here are today's top stories, presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Bush's has over 4,000 Michigan products, including the freshest fruit and vegetables, meat, seafood, and baked goods. Stop by one of Bush's 16 locations for the personal service you expect from your neighborhood grocer.
I'm ML Elric for the Detroit Free Press. Federal prosecutors say they have a large volume of evidence, so much that they needed a 40-day extension in their deadline to bring an indictment, but 5 of the 6 men charged with conspiring to kidnap Governor Gretchen Whitmer still pleaded not guilty on Thursday. The evidence ranges from interviews with FBI agents, secret recordings, text messages, and chat room exchanges to audio and video sent through social media. Material seized via search warrants range from drug paraphernalia to firearms to a taser, according to records filed Thursday. Despite that trove, a grand jury did not add any new charges Wednesday against Adam Fox, Ty Garbin, Caleb Franks, Daniel Harris, and Brandon Caserta, who were bound over for trial in October for allegedly conspiring to kidnap Whitmer. After a federal magistrate judge found there was enough evidence against the men for the case to go to trial, prosecutors presented evidence to grand jurors who could have brought additional charges. Instead, the 5 were arraigned Thursday via video on 1 count each of conspiracy to commit kidnapping, which carries a sentence of up to life in prison. Each defendant pleaded not guilty. Barry Croft Jr., a resident of Delaware, was also indicted Wednesday on the kidnapping conspiracy charge. It was not clear why Croft was not arraigned on Thursday. Lawyers for the men say they were just talking and expressing their frustration and not in any way conspiring to commit violence against the governor, police, or the state capitol. To get the full story, go to freep.com. Please consider subscribing to support our journalism.
I'm Adrienne Roberts reporting for the Detroit Free Press. On Tuesday, the state's MEDC opened up a first-come, first-served small business grant program. They expected to help 650 businesses with grants of up to $15,000. Instead, more than 22,000 business owners from around the state applied. The MEDC had to close out the application later that day. Both executives there and applicants were shocked. But they soon realized it's a sign of the times. After the initial shutdown that closed many businesses around the state, many have been able to rebound during the summer months. But with rising COVID-19 cases and a new set of restrictions, many are worried heading into the winter months. The timing isn't ideal because the millions of dollars distributed to the state through the Federal CARES Act expires at the end of the year. The state and counties rushed to distribute it earlier this year, fearing that these businesses would close. But demand for these grants is really picking up now after the money is largely gone. The state, counties, and business owners are hoping for more relief from the state legislature and Congress, but it's unclear if more money is coming.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department and an update on Michigan State football. For the 4th time this year, a scheduled MSU versus Maryland game has been canceled. On Thursday, Maryland announced it was again struggling with COVID-19 cases, hence canceling Saturday's matchup against the Spartans. Mel Tucker's first team ends the regular season at 2-5, though those 2 wins were huge, knocking out their in-state rivals Michigan and upsetting Northwestern. That loss didn't knock the Wildcats out of the Big Ten title game, though, as they are taking on Ohio State on Saturday for the conference crown. Up next for Michigan State, perhaps, believe it or not, a bowl bid. How? Well, there is no win requirement for the postseason games this year, and several teams have already announced they will not be participating. And while there aren't as many bowl games this season, someone's got to play in them, right?
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to freep.com/special offer.